Yep, you read that right. Your nice friend is really just an asshole. You know, the whole wolf in sheep's clothing type thing. Not intentionally, not necessarily, but you see, there's times in our life where we need someone to step up and kind of give us a reality check, kind of, lovingly slap us across the face, get us to take a look at ourselves. And the person in your life who always has something lovely and beautiful to say about you, tell you how great you are, and just, they pump up your ego and just tell you, everything's gonna be all right, you're good, oh, that guy was just a jerk, or, she was just being a bitch, or, whatever it is. Always putting the blame somewhere else when things are wrong, and always telling you you're a good person and you're doing great and you're what's right in the world. They don't love you enough to really take you there. And the there that I'm speaking of is a place where you need to go. We all need to go periodically to check in with ourselves, see where we're falling short, see where we're selling ourselves short, and our weaknesses and the flaws in the shell that is made up the foundation of our life. Where we're the areas where we're out of integrity with ourselves or not being authentic. And it's not always fun to hear, but the friend that'll tell you that stuff is your realest friend in your circle. See, it's natural to want to surround ourselves with the people who are gonna, keep us up when we're down and tell us all these lovey-dovey things, nice and soft and easy, and everything's just fantastic. It's natural to want to hear all that stuff all the time, and it's great to hear, don't get me wrong, but in the proper context it can be deadly. See, there are times in our life where we really need someone who's going to grab us and shake us and let us know, hey, you're playing small right now. You didn't handle that properly. You're not being your true authentic self. You're copping out. You're punking out. Any of that stuff. The person who's going to do that, if you can keep from getting triggered and sit there and be open to it and realize that when I'm triggered, it's because they touched on something that is true, at least somewhere, maybe not all of it. Even the people who are intentionally being cruel, if it's a bully or just or a hater or an instigator, whatever it is, a troll, it's the I guess the more online term now. But even if it's one of them, if it's something that triggers you, take a look at that, because there's something there. And regardless of where it comes from, whether it's someone who truly doesn't like you or it's one of your friends, maybe not all of it's true, but if it triggers you, there's truth there. There's truth in the triggers. So take a look at that, and reflect on that. Just roll on with it. See what's there and move forward. And then after you do some reflection on that and you find out where it's coming from, why you're getting triggered, and what part is really true in that. After you do some reflection on there, figuring out everything around it, where it came from and all of that, then you feel free to do some healing there. Go hang out with your nice friends who will pump you back up after you've been down a little bit. But don't run from the real. Keep your mind open to that, and realize that we all have work to do. And it's being able to be secure enough with yourself and love yourself enough to be willing to hear what you don't want to hear. That's a superpower, and it can take some practice, take a little bit of work, but it's totally worth it. And, after I went through a divorce and a dissolving of a business partnership and a couple of other things, found myself in a really bad spot. And I was trying to figure out how I got there. And the biggest thing I realized was some of the people I had trusted the most wanted so bad to protect my feelings that they weren't willing to, they didn't love me enough to point out, to be honest. And not just honest with me, but just honest in general. Like, they only wanted to tell me what I wanted to hear or what they thought I wanted to hear. And it cost a ton of time, cost a lot of money, a lot of healing and pain on my part and many others. Put them in a position too. And that was years ago, and those people are still recovering as well. And what I started from that moment forward was every friend, or just about every friend, I grabbed certain people and I had a conversation with them, and I said, from this moment forward, if we're going to spend time together on a consistent basis, if we're going to have conversations and a true connection, friendship, relationship, whatever, I need complete truth. I need brutal honesty. And there were moments where I regretted those words, but it was the greatest thing ever. One of the best things I ever did. So I invite you to do the same. I'm not saying cut out your friends who are always sweet and lovey-dovey and very nurturing. I'm not saying that at all, but I am saying get with the friend that'll tell you the shit that triggers you, the shit that you don't want to hear. That's the friend you need to touch space with once in a while and check in. Give them permission. Say, hey, when you see me playing small, call me out. When you see me, flying off the handle or overreacting and stepping outside of my power, and losing control with myself, call me out. I'm telling you, the growth, the truth is really in the triggers. So focus on that. Reflect on that.